Maybe I remember you, but not by name. Yeah, I remember that. Although, refresh my mind what we talked about. I think it was about. Let me think. Yeah, I showed you. You were interested in numerical approximations, and then I showed you my libECC library, right? I don't need a wood. We need a board. In the end, I need a board, probably. Current board. Ether is the current board. This is totally wrong, but by now I'll want to see a compiler. Get bored from that. Is there? Do we have a get board or not? I have a get index. This must return a board, right? It's constructed from get index. It's graph member function. Graph blah blah blah. Ether is not a pointer. What? That makes no sense. Member reference type, node iterator 0. What the hell? Why is this called node iterator 0 and then it is about version 1? Like to move data. It's a variant. It's a variant. I don't know what to do. I just need to get the board here as well. Standard visit ether get board. But that already gives a board. What? Does that give a board? Yeah, but the get index is here, so I don't need it there. This doesn't make sense either. Actually, it does. No. This converts ether to board. Oh, that is so. That's board 1 then. The current board. Yes. Hold on. RM6 RL6. I didn't change the separator. Rook M6. Give away the rook. Rook L6. Give away the rook. Suppose -1 as a size type is larger than anything else. It goes straight for the draw. Let's fix that. So if ply, wait a minute, non-sign ply, yeah, come on, man. Int ply, max ply. Might as well use ints there. So that should get rid of the -1. And then here, let's set a separator. And then here, I wanted to compare equals, or let's just make it an int again. Wait, what? Yeah. King O6. It's an illegal move. No, OCX is here. That definitely maximizes the number of ply. Yeah. I want to go for the minimum number of ply. Yeah, it depends on the color. Why am I so stupid? Yeah, if black is the move, we want to go for the maximum ply. I think that -1 is then actually indeed better. So we should do ply equals -1 or not really a reason to do this, I suppose. Wait a minute, now I'm doing this if it is -1, which means that min-max becomes -1. And then of course everything else is larger again. We don't want to do that. So for white, we initialize this with -1, which means that we give up, it's a draw. And if we find a ply that is not -1, therefore positive, think this one works. And that's why I was using unsigned, I guess. And then I can just treat -1 not in a special way. It will be the maximum value. While what's running? It is running. There are 2 good moves, rook and 6, yay. But equally as good is king o4. Yeah, both more or less skip a move. Well, black has a lot of moves. L4, L5, or M4. Absolutely doesn't make any difference. Okay, what about we just keep the rook from going down? So I'm gonna move to L5. Now white is only one move. King N4. So that keeps the option open or for moving the rook down. Otherwise you go there, you go in front of the rook. If you go there, then the king can go back. So yeah, king n4. And then you have the exact same situation, or you can, black can do whatever they want. So let's say king k5. And then we have to do king m4. King j5. King l4. King king i5. King k4. Now finally e5 is off the table. Interesting. Why e4 and f4 are the same is a bit unclear. Oh, if you do king e4, then I guess the white king moves again. Try. The rook is going to be moved or the king. King e4. And you can do rook down, or king g4 or g5. Lots of options here. King f3 is equally do. King f5. What is going on? King g3. Rook h6. Rook i3. Looks like a tempo, but how the hell can rook i3 be good? Oh, because if you go back, you push it to the edge. Man, this is not trivial at all. Yeah, it's not really a super clear system there. Yeah, I feel like you missed my answer. I remember our conversation, huh? Rook L3, right? That's what I would do. Why the hell can I move like everywhere? Rook to P3, O3, A3, B3, but not to C3. L3 is also okay. None of these are... wow. I'm gonna put the rook on B3 and see what happens. Oh yeah, now the rook must do M3. There's absolutely no other place where the rook could go. Oh, then what the hell? Why not C3? I need to be able to go back, I think, like undo. Suppose if you go to C3, then the king will not go up. It will just start walking this way until it attacks the rook. And then you lose one ply or something. Hello, Roshan. Let's do this. What do you mean? I am streaming. No, not recorded. I never do something recorded. It's all live. Number 2 is alive. Because then white can play rook m2 without loss of tempo. Best play for black here is king. King k2. So if we go down, okay, then you just have this corner here of the rook, and you just move it along, and then black is pushed away, and then the king goes here, and black is just running to the edge then, without winning a tempo, because the white has to lose a tempo before black is forced that way. But what happens if the king goes down diagonally? If then the rook would go down, then the king goes back, and then we win the tempo. So rook down in that case is not good. But yeah, if the king goes like that, then you can move the king, the white king, in here, I suppose. And then you have to move. If then you move here, well, I don't know, man. I don't understand why this is not a good move. And it is very difficult to explain, I think. How white will be faster in this case, or not lose a tempo probably somewhere, because initially you would think that it does. If you move the rook here, it's a tempo loss. If you move the king, we can go up. Okay, then you can follow. But then we go down. Okay, then you can do this. But still, why is this making a difference? And my program doesn't allow me to try it out, because I can only do one move. I should change my program, I guess, where I can give more commands, like undo, or simply set up the position in a different way. Well, I'm feeling a bit tired. I think I'm going to stop. Maybe you get another opportunity to test this. Let's say I'm gonna play king m2, king k1, rook, need a position like that, where black is to play. Okay. So do a tempo move. Rook b3, king k2, rook l3. So it must go to j2, but why not j1? Okay, j1. Rook l2. And now king I1 and king K1 is equally good. What? Now if you go to I1 and then now the king has to walk, I think. And then you go back. And now you have to lose the tempo. And if you go to K1, then the king goes down, which is also losing a tempo. So that's why, I suppose. Interesting. So this one, king. What? There is only one way to give optimal mate here. You have to go above the rook now. King L3. L1 is not good. Man, this is way more difficult than I thought. You can even walk further now. H1 and J1 are the same. Got to be kidding me, right? Okay, we walk to the corner, and it's not going to be faster mate anyway. King K4, yeah, why not? King G1, best play. Let's run into the corner. King J4. Still, King F1. You can do what you want. King I4. That's a special type of opposition there. A distant opposition. I'm mating you. You see me move my king. It's white is staring the black king down from a distance, and it's forcing it to go closer to the corner, as everyone will understand. We can continue this. King H4. King D1. King D4. King C1. Optimal play still. Unbelievable. King F4. King B1. No problem. King E4. And King A1. It just walks straight to the... And King D4, no problem. No, there's only one move. Now we have to go back. King C3. Oh, now I have to go to 3. Aha, there's the power. So as soon as black goes back, then we stop it from going even further back. Because, yeah, then it would be mate in 1. So now the king must go there again. And then it's just like mate. Yeah. No, you cannot do anything else. I guess the same happens if the king goes sooner to the right, then the same thing happens. We just create that position, and then you have to walk all the way till the corner until you reach the corner, and then you have to go back, and then it's mate. Super interesting though that white king has to go like this instead of to the bottom there. Let's use this as a starting position, because it is super interesting, I have to admit. The king is at L2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11, 1. The rook is then 12-2. And the white king 13-1. Oh wait, we had black to play. Now white is to play. That you have to play rook A or B3 is also insane. Instead of even going back there is not good. The reason is that then the king can go down and then you can't move the rook down. While if you go to say A3, now you must play king K2 and then of course the white king will walk. So what if we go down? I'm going to go to K1, see what happens. Yep, then the rook goes down. Rook A2. And then you have the same problem again, that it doesn't matter where we go. This time I'll just immediately go to L1. Rook M2 or King M3. That was the trick that we just saw. Let's do that. So this forces the king to go this way. But this time it will attack the rook if it just keeps walking like that. We follow. Yep, just rook c2. The big trick here. And then you have to go there in 2 moves. So c3 and 4 are both good. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Feel like sleeping. the perfect time to play a game of chess and lose rating points if you feel like this. Interesting. Yeah. Talk about losing tempos. I could have gone there immediately, although then maybe I lost that pawn then, in that position. Might as well just develop a rook, actually, or move a pawn. I think he would take the bishop anyway, right? Oh, he's still not taking it. Defending the knight. Yeah, totally losing there. It's 0 times protected. The knight has to move. Or take check. How it really looks bad. I'm just gonna go here. It's nonsensical. Threatens to take with check and win quality, so he's totally going to take my knight with the pawn for some reason, and then I lost the knight, so now I take here. What is the difference? Well, still doing that right. And then I lose this one with triple attack on the pawn. I go here, it's like not good, or I lose that one. Okay, I give up. Definitely not good. Probably should put a hook here. Maybe should have done that before the move before. Horrible. Let's go to sleep or something.